Despite these numbers, one New Year's Eve event at a home in Marin County will go on as planned. KTVU's Brooks DeRose joins us now live with how the hosts are forcing their friends to sign up for a COVID PCR test hours before that celebration gets started. Brooks.
That's right, Heather. Health officials say you can't rely on symptoms or vaccination status to know if you're infected or not, which can put others at risk. That is why testing is so important. And this Mill Valley family is taking the testing to a new level.
You never know how people will react.
Imagine getting this invite to ring in the new year.
I have gotten so many positive responses.
Andrew Angus says his family of 6 decided to go ahead with the big party at their Mill Valley home. But there are some ground rules. Must be vaxxed, boosted, and tested just hours earlier. For months, they've had a PCR tester. Unlike rapid antigen tests, it can detect genetic material of COVID-19 at the very start of infection.
Inside this kit is a cartridge. This cartridge goes in the tester.
With just a swab of the nose, in it goes to the processing machine. And about 20 minutes later, the results are in, sent right to Angus's phone. A negative test means a pass as an official guest.
And once they're tested, they're not allowed to go, to a grocery store, to go meet other people, kind of lock things down at that point, and created as safe a bubble as we can for this party.
Because in Marin County, there have been at least 5 days of record-setting case rates, the biggest spike among the unvaccinated. But health officials say everyone should avoid large gatherings altogether this New Year's Eve.
It will fuel more cases. There will be more infections.
And you may not know you're infected, passing along the virus. The medically vulnerable and elderly at highest risk of hospitalization.
We are definitely recommending that people test immediately before, if possible, entering a space where there's others gathered.
Back at the Angus house, safety is first and foremost, especially with a couple of kids who can't be vaccinated, which is why they're spending $75 a test for the 10 to 20 people they want to see to celebrate.
I think in showing that we're doing it responsibly, that helps, helps with my community understanding that this is important to us, and that will impact people's behavior. It may be just slightly.
Andrew Angus's son is actually building an app right now to help understand any person's COVID risk based on geography, age, and vaccination status. He's been crunching a lot of data, and he's only 15 years old. The family says discussing risks and decisions like having this New Year's Eve party helps them learn and think about how their behavior affects others. I'm Brooks DeRose, KTVU Fox 2 News.
As you mentioned, certainly going to great lengths for that party. Brooks, thank you.
You're welcome.